Hi everyone, and welcome. Welcome to I hope you had a nice new year. Hey, what are you doing here? Get out, we're live. Sorry, this is my assistant. Get out, this is embarrassing. Get lost. My goodness, the people you employ nowadays, they're absolutely useless, gee. But anyway, he's gone now, everything's fine, okay? So you can see I got completely new equipment here. Everything's exciting. I just have to make sure I see you all. There we go. Yeah, you're all there. Yeah, no, that was my assistant. It's someone I hired, but for minimum wage, they don't do very much. So it's a little bit useless, right? So he's gone anyway. He's fine. Yeah, so I got completely new equipment. I refurbished everything, and it's all fine. Good to see you. I can see your comments. It's much better. So this is it's lovely. I wish you a very happy new year. Let me just show you my setup and everything. So let's see how this all works. There we go. Yeah. So you can see. I'm just going to blend out the picture here. Let's just see, there you go. Yeah, so there you go. Now that's very nice because what you see here is my studio, right? So, hi everyone. So I see so many wonderful names here. So thank you for joining, and I really wish you all the best for 2018. I can't even say the number because one can't get used to it. But that's a view of the studio. You can see there's Juno at the back. A rescue dog, so he's enjoying the broadcast too. So everything's here. So complete new setup, and hopefully it'll be a big benefit, and things will go a lot smoother now. A lot of the technical problems have disappeared. By the way, I want to say thank you to my friend Mark Horner. I don't know if he's here, but Mark has really helped me a lot with with the live stream, and spending a lot of hours with me going through every single detail. You could sometimes see my screen flicker and many other things. So all that is removed. I put a lot of work into this. So it's really nice to know. So I can see I'm completely live here, and it's very good. All the comments are coming in, and that's wonderful. It's good. Okay, so we have some exciting things going on. I hope the last tutorial lecture I gave wasn't too heavy. I apologize for that because it was very much into the eagle eye. I think I overdid it. So I thought, let's make this one, make everything educational, always be an educational, clean channel so everybody can have fun and everybody can learn. But what I thought would be very nice also, we're going to feature all the nests and so on, just bring in some quizzes, right? Some quizzes so you can, if you're interested, you can actually win a picture of mine. I'll send a digital image if you win. So what I'm going to do is just to really start off, think, hi, Adora is also there. I can see everyone. And Eagle Spirit, all the people. Belladonna is there. Wonderful. Loved the last lecture. That is good to know. That is great to know. So you loved the last lecture. That is great. So this is so much fun, and I'm happy to be back. So I thought, let's start off with a quiz question. How is that? So let me just jump to my other screen before we start with here we go. Let me just see. Yeah, before we start with the with the first featured content, I'm going to just jump into my there we go. Let me see where my quiz here are my quiz prizes, okay? Yeah, they're the prizes. So, there we go. I'm going to just enlarge this so you can see this. I hope you can see this really well. 1 second. No, now it's not working. Hang on. Something is not working here. Sorry. You see, as soon as you think everything's working, it's not. So let me just try and reconnect. Give me a second. That would be a blunder. Why are you not coming across screen? Why is that the case? You know what? It worked all the time, and now it's not working. Just give me you want some prizes, you can have some prize, but you have to just wait, because for some reason, which is really which I can't understand, is my other screen is not coming across, and it worked all day long and now it doesn't. So what is happening? You know what? Let me just hope that happens. You know, it won't reconnect. Let's see if I can do this again. What is going on here? Will it work or will it not? No, it's not working. That's incredible. You know, let me see. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Why are you giving up on me now, where you've been so nice all the time? You know what? That was my nasty assistant. I think it was my assistant who did this. He sabotaged me. And that's why this is happening. I'm quite sure it is his fault. What is... Oh dear, oh dear. You see, just hang on. No, it's not switching. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You know what I'm going to do is I might have to jump in. Yeah, I'm sorry. I might have to jump in and out a second. I apologize for that, but I see no other way. So I'm going to interrupt this stream. Just jump in and jump out again, and hopefully that solves the problem. So I'm going to cut off the stream for about a minute, okay, for about a minute, and it'll look like it's gone, but it won't. I'm going to restart my stream, okay, so just hang on, okay. Okay, now let's hope this works. Yep, it's working now, it's working, okay, it's working, it's working. Thanks for your patience. So, I mean, this is part of the things of, but I think I solved it. So everything's fine, okay? So we are back. Just tell me that we are back, and you should be able to see me now. So great. So yeah, we're back, okay? So technical problem solved. Restarting helped. That is great. And fortunately, that's the good thing. There was no major cause. Okay, here comes the first lovely question for you, and this should be actually easy for many of you, and I'm going to give you my dial-in number now. Here's the fun part. Let's have some fun. The eagle that you see in the background, and I'm just going to expand it, that incredible eagle, what do you call this type of eagle? Okay, so that's my question. There's the dial-in number. The first person who knows the answer and dials in gets one as a prize. You're going to love this, I hope. You're going to get some really, you can choose among 3 images, and I will send them to you. Keep them for your own purpose. And you're not allowed talking to strangers. Okay, but any stranger can call now. So that is the winning, that is the winning prize. Let's hope that the dial, it's working. It's working. Here we go. Here we go. I'm going to put you on a speaker. Oh, that didn't work. Someone just dialed in and I lost him. Oh, that's a pity. 1 second. Let's try again. Hello? Hello?
Oh, that didn't work.
Hello?
Hello?
I can hear you. I can hear you. 1 second. I'm just going to put up the picture again. Who am I speaking with?
Sherry.
Sorry, who? Sherry? Hi, Sherry.
Sherry.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for joining. You're the first to ever call, so that's a great, that's wonderful. I'm just going to put the picture back on so we can see that. So just give me a second. Here we go. So tell me, what are, here, let me just blow this picture up. So tell me, Sherry, what are we seeing here?
I'm very new at this, and I'm just going to take a guess.
Yes, guess, go.
I'm going to say a fish eagle.
You think it's a fish eagle? Well, it is definitely a fish eagle. It's correct. But there's something really particular about this eagle. It actually flies in the United States. It's very well known, but it looks strange, doesn't it? So it is a fish eagle, but that's not the answer I'm looking for. What I'm looking for is something...
Kind of albino.
Yes, 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 that's it. That is correct. It is an albino. That's absolutely correct. And do you happen to know what the, what the more scientific term for an albino is?
I do not.
That's okay, but you are definitely right. This is a so-called leucistic eagle. The answer albino is absolutely right. So you are going to get the choice. Okay, let's try again. Let's try again. Okay, the stream should be back now. Okay, okay. So I just have to apologize to everyone. So we are really experiencing really technical issues today, and I don't know why. Just when okay, hi everyone, we are back, and for some reason we are really experiencing technical issues. So anyway, so Sherry, you said it correctly. So you can choose one of the three images, and I apologize to everyone for this. It was buffering. Yes, Mark, I saw it. I'm back. Yes, I'm back. So I apologize. So anyway, I'll have to have a look at this. So you may choose, Sherry, send me an email. I'm going to give you my email address here. I'm just putting it in. So just send me an email and look at one of the three images that I'm going to put in, one of these three, and you can choose and you can use it for your, for yourself. So thank you for calling in, and you were right with the answer. So Sherry said it's an albino. Yeah, that's correct. And it's a leucistic eagle. So what it has, it's missing a certain part of its DNA, which is responsible for the pigmentation, and that's what it's about. Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Thanks, Sherry. So just send me an email, okay, and tell me which picture you want.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Thanks. Bye. Okay. Well, everyone, I really apologize. This time my Mac let go and just went into a continuous circle, and it may have something to do with the calling, which I've not tried. I'm not exactly sure what the cause is. I hope we won't have any further crashes. So I'm just going to see if I can still see your comments, and I really am sorry because I'm trying to avoid all this technical nonsense here. There we go. I'm back. Okay, so I'm back. It's all good now. I'm just going to type that. Okay, so all good. So we're fine. Yeah, so just have a bit of patience and we'll be fine. And we're going to let the system crash a few more times. Risk is part of life, but I want to continue the quiz, and we might we might cause crashes through that. I have no idea why. But it seems this was overload. And I know many of you were trying to call. Well, thanks for calling in. And it's great. This is fun. So Sherry, anyway, won something, and we're going to do some more prizes as we go on. I really enjoy talking to you. Thanks. Okay. Anyway, I'm doing everything myself except for my assistant, who's run away now. He was very upset. That. Okay. So let's carry on. Let's start with the the broadcast now. Okay. Let's start. So the feature today is Notre Dame. Let me just go back to the map, and no, we're in Harrisburg. Where did you see? Everything seems to be going wrong today. It's strange, isn't it? No, I never went to Harrisburg. There we go. I think someone's fooling with me. No, this is what I wanted to show you. Okay, so we are in the state of Indiana now, right on the border between Indiana and Michigan. So if you draw a straight line from Chicago, okay, I'm back again, and honestly, I don't know what the issue is. My Mac usually never crashes, but we are back. Okay, just right there, we are back, and so it's all good. It's all good. Yeah. We should be live again. I can see it now. So sorry about that. If it will continue another one or let's say two times, I will probably break it off. Yeah, it looks good, Mark. I don't know what it is. It's never happened before, and I just hope it won't happen again. Okay, that's all I can say. It's just the way it is. Something is crashing today. Okay, so if it does crash again, don't panic. I will try it once more. If it happens too often, then I will definitely repeat it, repeat it in 1 or 2 days and try and see what the problem is. Okay, so let's go. So what I was saying is the nest that we're looking at now, and hopefully I can end, I can end my, I can finish my sentence this time, is the University of Notre Dame. The University of Notre Dame is in the state of Indiana. It's just on the borderline to Michigan. If you draw a straight line from Chicago, I don't dare to touch anything now, to Detroit. If you draw a straight line, that's more or less, well, it's a little bit south of that straight line. It's close to the beautiful Lake of Michigan. I've never been there. I've been to Chicago. But what's interesting about this is they have an eagle nest, and let's see if I can now manage to persuade this computer to behave itself. You come to a beautiful page here. And by the way, thank you very much for all the help that Nicole gave me here. She sent me lots of information. I really appreciate that. So what is so interesting about this this nest here is it's very new. So I'm just going to scroll down here. So this camera is interesting because in the spring of 2015, 2 bald eagles took over an existing nest. I was trying to interview someone from the, from the Environmental Research Center there, but I think their academic year hasn't started yet. That's I couldn't reach anybody. So anyway, they have this beautiful website now. So they put in this in fact is the first eagle pair that is in St. Patrick's County Park. And so they fledged 1 eaglet. So they put up a camera in the fall of 2017 and are now monitoring this live. So really nice. So I don't know much more than I can read here on the webpage because I wasn't able to get hold of anyone. But I just wanted to show you how beautiful they've done it. So they have a very modern website. So this is the Notre Dame Leaf Eagle Cam highlights. They got all these beautiful highlights which you can click on. Let me just do that, and hopefully you won't get a crash now. So this is part of the nest building. There we go. Really beautiful. So you can see that's a camera looking in straight from the top there. I'm just going to get out of the way a bit so I'm not, yeah, that's better. That's better because otherwise you can't see it. So here I'm nicely out of the way now. I'll read your comments there. So, Osprey is also there. Very nice. Good. I can see, yeah, what is LEAF? I don't know, Gentleman Ghost, what it stands for, the LEEF. I don't know what the abbreviation stands for, but maybe somebody knows and can just blend that in. But they have these, anyway, they have these beautiful captures here. Let's look at the last one. That's just a 12-second capture. You can see they got very good cameras there. And this is all taken, yeah, I think, oh, that's a nice yawn. It's a lovely yawn. Very nice. Beautiful. Okay, so that's Notre Dame. If I am able to interview someone, I will definitely do that. And I'll let you know all about it, okay? So this is all I could find, and thank you to Nicole for sending me the information. So do look at their, do look at their Eagle Cam. They have very knowledgeable staff. That's what I could learn from their webpage. Really beautifully done. Okay, so let's. Has anyone figured out what? Oh, it's called Linked Experimental Ecosystem Facility, says Eagle Streamer. Thank you very much. So Linked Experimental Ecosystem Facility. That is very academic. That sounds really sophisticated. So that is the abbreviation for LEAF. Sorry, LEAF. Thank you very much for blending that in. Okay, so now let's go across all the nests, and I have to look at one of my screens here again and see where we are now. Let's see if something's going to work today. Yes, so Jan sent me something, and he was very concerned. Well, we'll get to Jan in a second. So I just looked at the beautiful captures here from the American Eagle Foundation, and I'm just going to show you some of them. Let's just spool a little bit forward. There you go. You can see how much they've grown. Isn't that incredible? They're nearly a month old now. It's they've grown, and I think Jan's concern was when he sent an email to me. He said he was very concerned because NE18 looks like it had a super gene, and NE19 looked so small. But I think in the meantime they've caught up, and also their feathers look really similar now. Unless unless somebody would disagree, I think they look like very healthy siblings to me. So yeah, they're regurgitating there. So that's I think that's the first one. So cast a pellet. Very nice capture. Beautiful cameras you have there. I think the Northeast Florida cameras are with us here. So very nice work. And I'm just going to close that window so we don't open it again. And here's another one. Oh, this is just marvelous, marvelous. I just have to show you this. It's called Cute Cuddlers. Cute Cuddlers. Let me just enlarge the screen here. 1 second. There we go. There, Cute Cuddlers. Really like this. Isn't it beautiful? Isn't it fantastic what you can do nowadays with, with Eagle cameras? The resolution is just outstanding here. So I really like that. Yeah, just enjoy that. Cute Cuddlers. Very nice. Okay, my system is still working. Let's hope we don't have another crash. So don't get frustrated if it happens. I'm really doing my best here. Okay, so anyway, so really very nice. So let's close that one and see what else they had. They had one more that I liked here. Well, they have many. Oh yes, this was an awesome double fly-in. That's why. Let me see if I can find the spot where they fly in together. Okay, I'm just going to go here. I think it's right here. Look at this. Look at this. Both coming in at the same time. Beautiful capture. Beautiful capture. So it's an awesome double fly-in. Beautiful. Very nice. Isn't that a marvelous nest? And Jan, will get to your comment in a moment because I will show your screen captures. But it's just really marvelous. But they do, from the comments I can see, yeah, that's Romeo and Juliet. Of course, it's Romeo and Juliet. I mean, it's a very stable nest. Have had very little trouble except for the owl attacks, as far as I know. So, been doing exceptionally well. Really very nice. Okay, now let's close that one. And let me just get to Jan 1 second and the other notes that I have. So as you can see, my preparation is always very intense. I have all these different folders with all the different messages, and thank you so much. So let's just go to Jan's folder 1 second here, and I'll explain to you what he actually said here. So this was a close-up. What date was that? That was on the 23rd of December. Okay, so they were just a few days old there. And he was very worried because at that stage, NE18 seemed to be growing at an incredible rate, as opposed to NE19. And these are there you go, seven days old. And then he's remarking how small the talons are compared to NE18. Very possible the one's a female, the other one's a male. I don't know if they're, I definitely am not the superstar here who absorbs as much as you do. I don't know, Gretchen or anybody, if you want to comment on this, you are the absolute stars of the nest. All your observers. I'm sure you can, you can give me much more, many more comments. But here you can see the difference in color here for sure. And that seems to have gone, that seems to have completely balanced now, right? So you can see 13 and 11. Lady Hawk, yes. Okay. I'm just Lady Hawk. I don't know if any of you can comment on the, on the differences here between them, but I think they look fine. You can see the 27th of December looking a lot better there. Just a lot paler talons. That was, and so this was Jan's question: is this a leucistic eagle. You know, I honestly don't know. So this could be an albino, it could be, we don't know. I can't answer that, but at the moment they look really similar, right? Nothing wrong with 19, just younger. That's what Darren is saying. I believe the same. I mean, you do all the absorbing, and the Northeast Florida Eagle Camp saying they're both doing very well, and I believe that. So that's all great news. So, you know, but these are great questions, right? So you can see they've evened out, and they seem to be fine. Thanks, Jan, for that. Very, very nice contribution. So let me just see Kathy. Oh, Kathy has... so the question, you know, what we're really going to talk today about, a lot about, as long as my stream is running and behaves itself, is about beaks. So Kathy has brought in some really close-ups, and you can see how incredibly good these cameras are. Some really beautiful close-ups of the different beaks, right, from different angles and so on. That's what we're going to talk a lot about. So thank you for that, Kathy. And so that's also from Romeo and Juliet's. And here is Gretchen. Thank you, Gretchen. There you go. Really beautiful close-up here of Juliet. And you can see this huge beak here, right? Huge beak. And here Romeo, also in the evening sun, of course, you've got low sun, you've got very good contrast, and the side view is really fantastic. So look carefully at the beaks, and also, this is interesting, there was a snake brought in. Gretchen, I don't remember what type of snake you mentioned that. I remember that somewhere. I have to look at my notes now. Somewhere you mentioned what type of snake it was. I don't know. I don't have your notes here, but I'm sure you can throw this in somewhere, right? You would know, but you have a. This is this is quite the scene, right? Okay, so that was. Thank you, Gretchen, for that. And then we have Tatine. Tatine, I apologize for not showing your images last time. No, so Tatine is a very dedicated ground observer of the Northeast Florida nest. She says, here are a few images that I took of the Northeast Florida nest. The first one is a view of the nest from the back of the nest. You can see the tall tree of the nest. Next to is Romeo flying. Right, okay. Let's see. So I'm just going through your images here. Vocalized as an intruder had flown by. I got photos of the youngest 2 to 3 old eagle also. The third is Romeo, and the last one is Juliet, both perched in the nest tree. Thank you very much, Tatine. Beautiful photography. Thank you. Really beautiful photography. So that's the intruder, obviously. And who knows, maybe it is someone who had come in. So very nice to meet you, Tatine, and beautiful work. Please just keep on sending your images. And I also wanted to say, if these quizzes don't break down, I would like to continue with these quizzes because it's so much fun. Yeah, maybe the whole system here was just going completely hot, but. It's anyway, at the moment everything's holding up because I have more quiz questions for you, and you can definitely write to me if you want to send an email, SassePhoto@gmail.com. Send in good quiz questions. If you have something that you would like to share and make a quiz out of it, please send them to me. I would be delighted to share them, and the prizes will be some of my best images, which I'm giving away for free to you, but only for personal. So you may print it out, you may use it as desktop, but please don't resell them. That's the only, this is all based on honesty, right? So thank you very much for your kind consideration. So there's Tatine. Thank you very much, Tatine. Oh, here she's got some more. Here's some more. Let me just zoom in. Very nice. So I just have to see, I got the third one is Romeo and the last one is Juliet, both perched. I'm not sure who's who near, so forgive me here. I think this was probably Romeo and this was probably Juliet. It looks like a bigger beak to me, but correct me, right? And they're flying in, that was Romeo. Okay, I get it. Okay, I think I got that one right. Finally. Good. So that was a very successful week at the Northeast Florida nest that we've had. Beautiful, beautiful contributions. Thank you. So let's continue. Yes, Gretchen gave me something really nice here. let me just get back to my notes. 1 second. She gave me this link. Yes, it's a link from that she received from Diane. She received this from Diane, and this is on Flickr. So they've got this beautiful page on Flickr where, and it's incredibly educational. I posted, by the way, I posted all the links. All the links are nicely in order below. So I put a lot of work into this. I hope I hope you understand it despite all the technical problems we've had. But I put all the links, so all these links. Oh, and there we go again. My goodness, I don't know. This is not good. I've lost contact again to my laptop. So I'm going to try before we. Wow, this is not very nice today. Not very nice. Gee, 1 second. I'm going to try and... 1 second, I'm going to show you what's going on here from the back. So at least I haven't lost contact to you yet, but I have to try and re-establish. You can see on the left screen, that's where my problem is. What I do is I link two laptops together, and at the moment I'm not able to do that. It's just crashing. It could be our router, which I suspect, right? I suspect, which is giving me a lot of problems. So let's just see, reconnect. It looks like it's completely lost it. Okay, so okay, let's do the following. I'm going to just exit it and come back in. You're going to lose my stream for a minute, okay? But that'll enable me to to get it in. So again, excuse the interruption for 1 minute, and then I'll get straight back in. We'll get straight back in. So you see, that's that's the issue. I cannot at the moment from my main screen. Okay, so there we go. Anyway, it's a pity. Okay, so I will just interrupt you see the big question mark. The big question mark is, where is my screen? That's what it's telling me. Okay, so I will just interrupt it for 1 second. 1 minute. I'm going to restart Wirecast one last time. If it goes on, my apologies, and I'll rerun the stream and I'll sort this. Okay, now we're back. Okay, so the problem is sorted out. Really frustrating, waiting. I know you're waiting, but I can see the main screen hasn't jumped on, but I'm definitely live again. So we should be back in a moment. We are back. Good. We are back. Great. So sorry about this. So you can see I'm linking two computers together. I don't want to bore you with technical details, but the problem is this link is always breaking down, and I don't know why. It's just unlucky. I did so many tests, but that's life. Okay. That's life. But anyway, let me just, let's hope this doesn't happen too often. So anyway, what I wanted to tell you, the Northeast Florida Nest has put the American Eagle Foundation. The American Eagle Foundation has put this beautiful Flickr link together, and I think you should have a look at it. It's very educational. So let me just move on now and move to the Southwest one before I lose you again. So I'm getting really upset here with with the technicalities. But the Southwest Florida Nest has this beautiful page too. So if you haven't seen it yet, they have a beautiful Facebook page, and from the Facebook page they put in all the information, right? So you can do lots and lots of information here, and here is something that Lady Hawk published that got very popular. Pantry overflows. So that means it's a very healthy nest. Lots of food is coming in there. I'm just going to expand that. So that was one of the featured. That was one of the featured clips that I found there. So you can see there's plenty of food there in Florida. So lots of overflow. I'm going to jump in a bit and just show you what she means by pantry overflow. You can see how small they still are. It's incredible. But beautiful contribution, and you can see, my goodness, the fridge is full here. It's incredible, isn't it? So really beautiful, and I just love the cameras there that they have at the Southwest Nest. Also superb superb quality. I'm just going to disappear out of the way so you can see this more. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's much better. Okay, now I'm out of the way. And my computers are running hot here. Good. Okay, next one. Yeah, just also have a look at their homepage, because they have a section called videos, and it's like an event log. They have all the events beautifully documented here. Whatever has happened 4 hours ago, E10 and E11 are beginning to get adventurous. You see all the steps here. 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago, 11 hours ago. It's incredible. Incredibly beautiful work here by the moderators and all the contributors. Really impressive. Very nice to read and makes life incredibly easy for me. Oh, you still miss Aussie. Mary says she still misses Aussie. Yes, I can understand that. I was only aware of Aussie through the communication I got. I never met Aussie or so. The first time I learned about this nest was a year ago. I was very excited because I only started this, but I can understand the attachment that many of you would have. It's a beautiful page, really beautifully done. I'm just going to carefully close the other pages so we don't get any overlap. And now we come to the berry nest. Now the berry nest has also 2 beautiful Facebook pages. If you haven't seen them yet, here they are. This is the Berry College Eagle one, and it's got a very nice Facebook page. And then there's also the other Facebook page. And no fake snow here. The word fake is so, fake news has been so overdone that everything seems to be fake. No, it's not fake. I am absolutely convinced this was not fake. So that is the B3 branch buddies. They're always looking for new members. So if you want to jump in and enjoy and share with them, do that. I think that's Suzanne, right? Suzanne, who takes care of that. Really very nice. So, okay, that was the berry. No, that was not all the berry. You know what we have? We have something really interesting going on in the berry nest. We have, so far, we have 2 eaglets. Sorry, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 eaglets. And we have 1 egg from the berry, and I'm going to read you all the information out that Nicole meticulously sent to me. And we have at least another egg. I just saw that in California there's 1 more egg. And I think I read also in Texas there's another egg. So the eggs are coming all over now. And I think as we come January, February, we're going to see an explosion of eggs, which is really wonderful everywhere. So let me just, before I go, and I have to be so careful with this and just hope it doesn't break down again. I just want to get to my notes here. I also saw I have got something. Let me see what Nicole sent me here. Yes, Barry laid the first egg. So here you go. This is really beautiful. So I'm just going to jump forward a little bit, Nicole. There we go. Let me just find the spot where the egg laying was, and let me just go to your notes quickly. Berry, here we go. So Nicole writes to me, Berry Nest Eagle update. Mom and Dad did their normal nest chores of bringing in sticks and fluff. Mum stayed in the nest and so on. It's been quite. Oh, there was an unwelcome intruder. Yes, and we're going to deal with that unwelcome intruder. That's actually very worrying. Berry viewers excitedly awaiting for Mum to lay her first egg, and it happened on the 3rd of January. Hip, hip, hooray. Wonderful. So Mum B let go of that eggo. And B10 was laid on the 3rd of January at 4:42 p.m. So that was incredible. Very nice, and really remarkable, thinking of all the snow that has been there, and it's just warmed up on time. I'm just going to see if I can see, Nicole, where this view was of the egg, but I know it's somewhere here. Just going to spool forward where the egg laying came in. Oh, there you go. You can see it. Yeah, you can just see it. So thanks. Congratulations to all the berry people. That is incredible. Join their chat. They have a fantastic chat, and really congratulations. And I hope to see a lot, Gina and all the rest. I hope I'll see a lot of photographs from you, you know, as they come in and as the eaglets grow, and you can look about. So this is going to be the big thing for all the ground observers. First of all, of course, the Northeast Florida nest. As soon as they start looking, you know, over the nest, I would love to see the first photos as they go on. Okay, so really fantastic, really fantastic. So Nicole, you've given me a very detailed account. Really, thank you. I won't show too much because I'm so worried that my system will crash again. Yes, now come the intruders. You may remember, and that was very concerning. It looked like a 4 or 5 year old. Yeah, they're okay. That was in slow motion, and Nicole, I have to find that somewhere, but because I remember you sent me a clip, and I know where the clip is, where you can actually see Mum sitting on the egg, and I think that's what happened today. Yeah, that did happen today. Something incredible. So I'm just going to. So this was about an intruder, but what I really want to show you is. That was the 2nd of January. Where was it? It was Kathy, maybe. No, this was a full-size render. Okay, yeah, Kathy sent me many images too. But what I'm looking for at the moment is... Oh, I think I know where it was. 1 second. I think I know where it was. It was... Here it is. Here it is. This was from Lullaby, of course. And excuse me that I'm not as fluent today. I'm paying such worried looks all the time to, now I remember Lullaby. This is beautiful, a beautiful capture from today. And this is actually quite dangerous, I think. It's the same, it looks like it's the same intruder, huh, Belladonna? That happened today, yes. No, don't need intruders right now, Belladonna, exactly. So this was quite worrying. I'm just going to push this forward because I think I remember where this was. Let me just push the stream a little bit forward, a bit more. It's going to happen any second now. Here we go. Let me just push back a little bit. Okay, just wait. This is really worrying when you see this. Papa wasn't around. And there you can see the shadow landing straight next to the nest, right? So that looks like a 5 or 6 year old. I don't know if it was the same one, right? Does anybody have an idea from Belladonna or Gina or Lullaby or, sorry if I don't pronounce all the names correct. Is this the same one that we saw, 1 or 2 weeks ago? So it's it was quite worrying. Pa was not around. And unfortunately, this is also the way that eggs get destroyed. We've seen it in White Rock before, so this is very critical. Nicole says, I believe it wanted the squirrel nest. Yes, so that's the problem. That's exactly the problem, exactly. So thank you all of you from the berry nest for this beautiful contribution. I'm just going to close the windows. Okay. Now to the beautiful DC nest, which I really admire. I mean, the DC nest has been featured before, so I'm just going to scroll forward and check my notes. Let's see. So we had this. Yeah, I mean, Nicole gave me lots of pictures, which I won't show at the moment due to the unstable connection that I have, which I don't want to compromise at the moment. So Kathy writes to me, let me see about the DC nest. No, that was Janet. I got something from Janet. Let me just check. Janet, where are we? DC nest. Yes. So let me just check. Oh my goodness. So Janet has sent me a lot of beautiful images here. Okay, so here you can, beautiful work, Janet, really. DC4 and DC5, 1 and 2 years old, 2 and 3 days old. This is all about DC4 and DC5. Really beautiful captures again. So very nice 5 and 6 days, 6 and 7, very similar to what Lady Hawk did. Can you see that? She got all the beautiful captures here, 8 and 9, 9 and 10, 10 and 11, and so on. Really beautiful. My goodness, you can see how quickly they're growing there. 15 and 16, 16 and 17, 17 and 18. Very beautiful captures. You know what? This is marvelous work. 19 and 20. I love it. I absolutely love it. We're going to get to their growth very soon. Freedom 2016 left beak side. Okay, so this is this is the left beak, and there you can see the right beak. Freedom and Liberty, March 2016. Egg tooth. Yes, you can still see the egg tooth. Beautiful capture. I've never seen that. So that's incredible. That's a real close-up. Nicely done. Nicely done. Beautiful composition here. Collages. Wow. That's incredible. Oh. Wow. I love it. Oh. And left beak side, and this is marvelous. Look at this. Pray for peace. Yeah, don't the eagles give us a lot of comfort and direction often? I think they do, because they are just themselves. You know, they don't care whether there's a good nest camera or not. They're just eagles. Can someone get me out of here? Oh, that's just marvelous. It's just marvelous, really. Oh. Thank you, Janet. Really beautiful contribution. You know, I really wanted to explicitly thank all of you for your contributions and your help. This is what makes this channel so unique. It's nothing to do really with me, it's to do with you. You are the ones who are making this so exceptionally wonderful. Really exceptionally wonderful. Thank you, Janet, for that. That's a massive contribution. Janet, or anybody from the DC, is the camera running there now? Does anybody know whether the camera's back on? It should be back online. I did not check. I did not check because I was running around like crazy fixing things here. But if anybody knows, you know, just tell them, yes, the camera's back on, or it's not, or whatever. I just wanted to see the South Florida because Lady Hawk sent me something which I forgot in all the, you know, I'm going to dare do this. Hopefully you won't go through another crash, but Lady Hawk sent me these beautiful close-ups of the talons, and it just again shows the incredible resolution. And there's a reason why I asked for the beaks and talons. We're going to get into this in a moment. Okay, so really beautiful. I mean, they grow at such a rapid rate. Beautiful contribution again from Lady Hawk. Thank you so much. All these incredibly, you know, these pictures are incredible. Another beautiful collage that she's done here. 43 days old. She's got, gosh, marvelous work, really. Love it. Really incredible. I mean, you know, you can hardly take this better with the 800 or so. Really, look at this close-up. The resolution is just outstanding, absolutely outstanding. And there, isn't that cute? His clown feet. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Really nice, lovely contribution. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. Just love it. Okay, so let's move on. Let's move on and stop we go quick. So let me just look at the notes. Did anybody answer the question whether the eagle cams are wonderful, whether on the DC nest it was running again? I will close that one. Yes, and then we have this contribution from Eagles for Kids. By the way, thank you. Okay, let's hope we're back now. Let me just check again. I think we are back now. Okay, we're back. Yes, we're back. We're back. I'm just going to wait till I see it on the main screen. We're back. We're back. Oh dear, you know, it's so frustrating because I put so much work into this. You have to understand, and don't give me thumbs down for this because it's something I cannot control. I actually think that maybe Wirecast has a problem or so, and it's something is going wrong somewhere. And I will look into this. I'm going to put a lot of work into this. So just be patient with me. I do prepare my things extremely well, but there's some things you simply cannot control, and this is one of them, right? No worries, thank you. Okay, okay, thanks. Okay, but because I so enjoy doing this with you. So what is nice, what these Eagle for Kids have done, let me get out of the way again. There we go, that's better. You probably know that raccoons are a big menace also for eagles. So they have a raccoon proofing, and I really love this. So you can see that the raccoons, who are incredibly good climbers, and I think raccoons are really ubiquitous throughout North America, and they are very good in all kinds of temperatures. But this is a raccoon. What would you call it? A keep off raccoons. They have day and they at night. You can see raccoons have very good eyesight at night, much better than we do, and they are kept off. So I don't know exactly what they have there, whether that's metal or some other very smooth sheath, but obviously they cannot put their claws into that. So I really liked this contribution. I've never seen this before. You know, this is what I enjoy so much. We get all these incredible contributions. So thank you. You know, thank you also this wonderful channel. By the way, Bradley didn't contribute today because he's back in school. So be patient, he will contribute whenever he can, right? So I know we miss Bradley, but school is more important, okay? So give him a chance, and you know, in a couple of weeks, he'll be back when he has time, okay? So this is just a very nice contribution from Eagle for Kids. And now we come to David Hancock, okay? So hopefully this will not crash now. So this is, you may remember, a few weeks ago, we were looking, and that the inspiration came from the Southwest Florida Eagle Nest. I saw one of the mods looking at all the different genuses of the genus of the sea eagle. And David Hancock has got this incredible experience. He's 79 years old now, and he's got this incredible experience like I've seldom seen. He's an eagle biologist, a very good friend of mine, and he's going to tell us something about the Sanford Sea Eagle today. It's about 7 minutes, and I'm going to just get myself out of the way, and hopefully there'll be no crash. If there is a crash, I will go to the notes quickly and give you an indication. So I'm just going to shut myself out now. So David, what eagle are we going to discuss today?
Well, as you remember, last week we talked about the Australian white-bellied sea eagle, which extends northward up into New Guinea and some of the islands. Just like we have in the Australian continent, the white-bellied, over in Africa, we have the African fish eagle. And it has, related to it, a sister population over on Madagascar Island. On the Australian white-bellied, it has what they call sister population over on the little group of islands, kind of isolated east of New Guinea. They're called the Solomon Islands.
Yes, the Solomon Islands.
The Solomon Islands. Now,
there are a lot of hurricanes there, right?
Well, yeah, it sits out quite far into the western Pacific Ocean. So often the hurricanes that go up through Japan and so on start there. In any case, and you've hit upon one of the really key things that we're going to discuss about speciation. Again, the white-bellied sea eagle occupies the continent of Australia, the island, and the New Guinea areas to the north. Right. And then off to the east is this little tiny group of islands which has the so-called Sanford Sea Eagle. Now, the Sanford Sea Eagle looks like a white-bellied, and for many years it was considered to be just every time somebody encountered a sea eagle on the Solomons, it was just a white-bellied, but it was a young bird, another young bird, another young white-bellied sea eagle. And it wasn't until 1935 that a naturalist got to spend a bit more time on the islands, and he found out that all these young white-bellied sea eagles were actually breeding in the juvenile plumage. So he did a collection, and they realized that what it is, there's a separate subpopulation of white-bellied sea eagles that is so isolated on the Solomon Islands, they have differentiated into their own subpopulation, and so they lost the white head and the white belly. They actually bred in what was thought to be, well, what is a look-alike of the juvenile plumage of the Australian white-bellied. So they were breeding at 4 years of age with this juvenile plumage, without the nice white belly and so on. So this guy in 1935, Mr. Sanford, collected some specimens, sent them to the American Museum, and the world's great taxonomist of the day, the guy who does all the measurements and says, yes, this bird, this mammal belongs into which category. He then realized that, this difference between having a white belly and so on the continent versus these island endemic population is sufficiently different to call this a separate species. And so he named it the Sanford Sea Eagle, and it became a Haliaetus. In this case, it's called Sanford I. He named it after the guy who collected it. So kind of a neat bird, all off by itself, very small endemic population. Now, it's, as is often the case with birds and mammals that go off on little islands, it's a bit smaller than the continental population. So this eagle is only about 2.5 to 6 pounds. The female can be often more than twice the weight of a smaller male.
Like a hawk, right?
Yeah, not much bigger. Huge wings, but very light. So it's a bit lighter than the Australian. Now, the Australian white-bellied was, of course, smaller than our bald eagle.
Yes.
So, but this little endemic group over on the Solomon Islands is, again, even smaller than the continental mass. So this somehow, a small population, maybe 1, 2 birds, must be at least 2, got to the Solomon Islands. Now, there's an interesting challenge here. When you look at the world's rotation, the way it goes, and we're just south of the equator there, the air mass, the way the world goes, is going from east to west.
Yes, that's right.
And so birds leaving the big continental mass, the main heart and center of where white-tailed sea eagles bred on the continent of Australia or New Guinea, weren't being blown east, they were being blown west. When one pair finally got to the Solomon Islands, they were kind of isolated and left by themselves. And so they got to undertake whatever genetic changes, mutations took place, worked their way quickly through the population. And it's believed that this population of eagles on the Solomons is there for about 100, maybe 150,000 years. And so they have actually had time to change, and they ended up, it may well be that because islands are often less rich in food, it was a lot more effort to have to go through your plumage change and go to that effort. So heck, we'll just breed while we're in our young plumage. And so, I'm making that up as the reason, but there's got to be some reason why that little tiny population stayed the same and bred with themselves and didn't constantly get added to from Australia. If they were added to by the Australian population, they'd be full-looking white-bellied sea eagles. But they remained the same, separate. And that's an interesting thing because of the way the winds blow. We're going to see, and it's called a sister population. That little sister population changes, and because it's not getting dumped on by the creatures from the main population, it changes more readily, and whatever changes there are, in this case, looking different plumage, moves through that small population very quickly. And we're going to see the same thing in several other sister populations around the world.
How many are there of these?
Well, it's thought there may well only be 100 or more or even less of these birds because it's a small area.
So it's protected, right?
It's a very rare and endangered bird. So something that the conservationists of the world worry about these endemic populations. It doesn't matter whether it's an eagle like this or whether you might have a marsupial or something. It's going to be very different on these islands. Now these islands are really isolated. And so those populations greatly change. So it's always a worry. Now the food on the islands is predominantly the same as in Australia. They're fish feeders. But because there's not a lot of coastline, these birds have to be a little bit more adaptable, and so they also take some pigeons. Fruit pigeons are one of the kinds of big, plumpy birds that are available to them in nests, and they also take a few of the marsupials, and there are tree climbing possums. And so they're known to hunt those on occasion. So in order to survive on that isolated island, which has got a lot less opportunities of food than the continent, they have to be able to hunt the beaches, hunt for fish, hunt for crustaceans. And at times of the year when there's not a lot of food or along the beaches, they work on pigeons and they work on possums. So they're quite versatile, but predominantly, as this whole group is, they're fish feeders. Yeah, so they.
Okay, very good. I hope you enjoyed that. I must say I'm very happy that David Hancock is putting so much work into this. He's just got this incredible, this incredible experience, which is so fascinating, isn't it? It's so the Sanford Eagle must be really special. There are maybe 100 to 200 left, as far as I know. So they're absolutely on the endangered species list. And David also explained to me thoroughly why it is so important to maintain those species for diversity reasons. So really nice contribution. So every week we're going to do a contribution. We're going to go to Madagascar. We're going to go to the vulturine. We're going to go to the stellar eagle. You're going to see all these different contributions. So really interesting. Now I did find something beautiful here too, and I have to see who gave this to me. I don't know if it was VA Eagle Sherry or so. I'm just looking at my notes here, but the topic here was, yes, also for eagles for kids, how big are eagle eggs actually, right? And you can see, they're quite huge, right? The size of a tennis ball. And let me just look at the size, because I was doing some measurements. I was using this as a measurement to see if we can get some sizes here. So typical size here is somewhere on the length is very close to 3 inches, right? Typical weight 4 ounces, 3 inches. The centimeters in the length is about 7.4 centimeters. So that's that's interesting about eagle eggs. Of course, there's a variation. You can't take it as an absolute scale. But since we're going to look a bit at geometry today, I thought this was quite interesting. This reminds me, and I'm quickly going to jump now to Eagle for Kids. Let me see where your contribution is. Eagle for Kids. Yes, I know where you are. Research with eggs. They today gave me this very beautiful analysis. I'm just opening it. If it behaves today, if we could do. So what they've done is they put this beautiful statistics up. I'm just going to enlarge it so you can see how many eggs are there in each basket, which means in each nest. So they've done the analysis from 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018 throughout the nests. Wonderful Excel table. You know how much in love I'm with Excel tables, because they give you so much information. And then comes the main thing, the summary, and I'm going to enlarge that. So they counted 35. I think they started off on the right side. 26 is 2015, 38 is 2016, and then 35 is 2017. The total amount. And what is interesting, of course, is you can see the correlation here. 2 eggs is the most percentage. So they vary somewhere between 54%, 66, and 64. Now, interestingly enough, they have one statistics too of 4 eggs being laid. I don't remember where the 4 eggs were, but I suspect that would have been California, unless I'm mistaken. I'll be looking at your comments if anybody knows where the 4 eggs were laid. Where are you, 4 eggs? I don't know. I don't know. Can't find it at the moment, but somewhere 4 eggs were also laid, right? So sometimes it does happen, but the probability is very low. 3 eggs are fairly common. That's what we learned. So we know that from Decorah, right? 3 eggs, here we go. 3 eggs are somewhere between 26 and 38%. Isn't that interesting? So they are, I mean, we know that their nests, also the Sydney nest that we have on Vancouver Island. Yeah, that brings me to the next quiz question. Shall we dare another quiz question here? So thank you very much to the Eagle for Kids for this very nice breakdown. So it tells you 3 eggs are not that uncommon. 1 egg is more uncommon than 3 eggs, if I look at the stats correctly here. Yes. No, well, it's about the same. I think 11 and 8% are very close anyway. So 1 egg and 3 eggs are more uncommon, but 2 eggs, of course, the average is absolutely true, and 4 happens very rare. That's what we can say. One day I'm going to, when I have the time, I'll do much more analysis on all this. I mean, again, to Judy B. and Gretchen and many others who've done this beautiful statistics, we need to do much more with this. So that brings me to the next question. Shall we dare to do another question and risk a major breakdown, meltdown here for my next quiz question? Here comes the next quiz question. It has to do with the Sydney nest. Okay, I know lots of you are going to phone in. Let's test it. If it crashes, at least I will know. You know, if it does crash, at least I'll know part of it later where I have to look for next time. Okay, so now comes the quiz question. I'm just going to put up my pictures again so you can see what you can. And don't forget to send me an email. I'm just going to put in first the number that you have to dial. That is the number. And then let's put in these beautiful images somewhere that I have. There we go. Here they are. Quiz. Let's go to our quiz. This is a fun quiz question. Quiz question number 2. Okay, and this is the prize, by the way. You can see you can choose one of these images, right? I mean, these are really my top best images. Very difficult to get. Okay, so I'm just getting out of the way. This isn't a pair, so you can choose something of that, and I hope you're going to go. So here comes the question, and the question has to do with the Sydney hawk nest. The question is, what was the nickname? What was the nickname of the hawklet? If you can give me both nicknames, you're a winner. So call in. What was the nickname? And maybe the system will crash again, but we're going to test it now. Of the hawklet, it was given 2 names. If you can name both, you're fantastic. So here we go. Who's been watching the red-tailed hawk? The whole development that we do. So that is the question. Does anybody know what they called him? Let's see if, here we go. Hello? Spunky, yes, who are you? Let me know who you are.
Hey,
Hello?
it's Amanda Price.
Sorry? It's Amanda.
Hey, yes,
Yeah,
it's Spunky and Stephen Hawking.
you got both right. So this is Amanda. I know Amanda very well. Thank you, Amanda. That's great. I've never met Amanda, but
Nice to speak with you.
it's very nice to speak to you. So Amanda,
Great idea, by the way. It's awesome.
that's very nice. So Amanda, you are faster. I've got lots of people waiting in here, but you are the winner here. You are very fast, and that's fantastic. It's so.
I was ready.
You are ready. You're ready to fire. You must get it ready. And this is not enough. We're going to have, I think, 2 more quizzes. So for all of you, it's not the last chance. So far, nothing has crashed, which absolutely amazes me. So Amanda, you have my email. I don't need to put it up. I'll put it on the screen anyway. So congratulations, Spunky and Stephen Hawking is absolutely right. Those were the 2 names. And so Amanda, send me an email. Tell me which image you want, and it's yours. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you. Okay. Thanks. Fine.
No, I haven't missed the last couple of weeks because of Christmas and New Year's. Been out of town, so I'm glad I was able to catch this one tonight.
Oh, that's wonderful. That was one. That was so easy, says Osprey Mama. You know what, Osprey Mama? I'm going to get you back next time. The next session, we're going to make it so difficult you're going to shake, you're shivering your boots. How's that? Okay. Well, we got two smart people here. Okay. Thanks, Amanda. Take care.
right.
Thanks, man. Bye.
It's awesome. He said, keep up the good work. It's been so great. This has been a great last year, getting to watch all your stuff.
Will do. Thank you. Okay, fine.
Hope
Bye.
you can make it up to Vancouver one day and get to meet you in person and go meet David Hancock and see
That would be lovely. I would so enjoy it. I would feel absolutely honored. Thank you.
And the same thing when you get to Dallas, and maybe you can come watch the eclipse down here. And
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Way
eclipse.
ahead.
Yeah, that's some years ahead, but I'm sure we will meet. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Thanks, fine. Bye.
all right.
Okay, bye. Well, congratulations to Amanda. And I've seen some of you saying this is far too easy. Well, I agree, but hey, this is part of the fun because we have all levels here. We have the absolute experts like, oh my goodness, I can see most of you are absolute experts. Belladonna, oh my goodness, and Gretchen and Pamela and Jan and Osprey Mama and so on. There's so many experts here. Mark called in. And Mark, I saw you too. I could see you all diving in. Well, it's great. It works. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's give you one more chance. And now it's going to get difficult. Now it's getting unless you really, really, really paid attention, right? This is the quiz question. And only if you really paid attention. I have mentioned this in one of my prior talks before, but it's not an easy one. So you're going to see a sequence of events here, and my question is, what happened next? What happened next? By the way, what happened next is going to be a popular theme. If you want to send me in future your what happened next, I'm looking at all the ground observers, I'm looking at all the videographers. Send me what happened next sequences that we can give puzzles here for people so they can win something and can participate. Okay, so I'm looking at Gina, I'm looking at all the ground observers, sending me images and say, well, what happened next? And this is what it's all about. So I'm going to show you a sequence of images from lovely Dutch Harbor here, and I'm going to ask you what happened next. Okay, watch out. Okay, and this is not so easy unless you've seen this before. So you can see here is an eagle, an adult coming in, 1, 2, 3, and I was taking a series of images. I'm asking you, what happened next? What happened next? Did it just land? Did it get some food? Did it fly away again? What happened next? And this is a bit, this is more tricky because you wanted a more challenging one. And this is fun. They have these, I saw this once on TV, this what happened next. And I thought, well, let's do the same. So I see nobody dares to call in so far. But I'm going to, the lines are open. And, here's somebody calling in. Hang on. Okay. One second. Let me just, 1 second. Mark? Hello?
Christian, it's Mark Horner.
Hi, it's my friend Mark. Mark, you can see how dreadful my day has been here. This is my wonderful, I have these constant crashes. There's someone from Phoenix, Arizona too. So sorry, just missed. But Mark is a good friend of mine. And he deserves to be on here. Mark, so tell us, what happened next?
First off, it's an honor and a privilege to be here on your program, Christian. You're doing a great job. Keep battling those technical problems. As frustrating as it is, there's a certain charm that emerges from it, and you handle it very well.
Thank you.
Each week your programs get better and better. So I'm just really psyched for you. You're doing a great job.
What
happens next episode, Christian? This bald eagle is about to have some sort of a collision, as I recall, with another bald eagle that's directly beneath it. It might even be a juvenile.
Oh, you have a very good memory. You paid attention to one of my streams. Isn't that incredible? So let's see if Mark is right. Let's take a look and see if Mark is right. So we are now seeing what happened next. And I can tell you, this was a surprise to me when it happened. I'm just going to put the number out. So no more callers, please. So this is what happened next. I'm just going to get myself out of the way so you can see this. That's much better. So here we go, the sequence. What happened next? Okay, here this big, and it's probably a female coming in. There you can see diving in and wham! Right in the back of a juvenile. I always thought that only juveniles are aggressive. Getting right back, getting into its back there and chasing it away. That is what happened next. Well done, Mark, you remembered, and I look forward to receiving an email. Thank you so much for being on the show. I so appreciate all your help. Wonderful. Well done. That's what happened.
Thank you, Christian. It's a pleasure. And a quick shout out to everybody in chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Christian.
Okay. Thank you, Mark. Take care. Good. That was my friend Mark Horner who remembered it. That is great. So you see, this is exactly what we can do much more of, this what happened next. So photographers, videographers, you are invited to send me material of this what happened next sequences, the most incredible things, and I would love to have your contribution. Also quiz questions. Hey, all those from Southwest, Northeast, send me difficult quiz questions so that Osprey, Mama, and others really get it. You know, let's get them working, right? Let's make it tough. Let's make it tough. Okay, so very nice start. And don't worry, just join my weekly shows and we will have lots of fun. We'll have lots of fun. Okay, so you enjoy that. What happened next? Very nice. Okay, so let's hope, that technically we'll be fine. So I will now, Sherry, I want to say VA Eagle, who's also here. You sent me something nice. At the moment, I'm going to skip it. May I show this next time? You sent me a lot also about beaks and so on. I'm still a little bit concerned that we will have major crashes. So due to the lost time, I don't want to. We're just losing too much time. I will shift this to next time. But I just wanted to go into the main feature, and we can also do this next time. It's maybe not that important to do everything now because we've spent so much time. So I might just, show this next time, and instead just show a contribution here from Tanya. Tanya, I think it was Tanya. She sent me this deformed beak picture, which I remember. So thanks for that. I have shown deformed beaks also from Alaska, and some of these could be genetical. I really need to ask a very qualified eagle biologist about these deformations, where they come from. Yeah, and thanks for your very encouraging remarks everywhere. I really see that you're doing great, and thanks for all the support despite everything. But you know what? I think we've been 1.5 hours on stream. So what I will do rather is, because otherwise we go on too long, is I'm going to take the main part talking about sizes, because it's really important, and it's going to take at least half an hour to explain all that, to next time. I'm going to sort out my technical issues, right? So just understand that I'm going to sort out my technical issues till next time and see what is causing these problems. And then next time we will do the growth of the eagle, and I've got some ideas I'm working on how we can utilize the cameras better. You are already utilizing the camera so superbly, everyone. I mean, you get these contributions, you get the size, you get the beaks, the comparison. I remember Delia, the female eagle who came back, was it Northeast Florida, if I remember correctly, was it? Who came back. I was going to talk a bit about Delia too and other things, but I want to do this without any disturbance, because I have to absolutely be focused with this. It's really, it's quite challenging, because we're actually doing ground and groundwork that has not been done before. So what I will do is just postpone that for next time, look a bit into the technical things, speak a bit also to my friend Mark Horner, what he thinks, And so next time we'll do the eagle growth. So do please send, continue sending me the contributions, right? Just keep on sending them. Delia is a great topic. And so I'll do a bit more work there. And the question is how we can do measurements with cameras. It's a really exciting subject. Many are skeptical. I come from optics, and for me anything is possible. So this is why I'm challenging also myself to solve this problem somehow. I haven't completely solved it, but I'm on the route of looking just as much as we look into the night cameras. Remember the owl attacks? Are the owls seeing that? These are investigations we're going to do, which makes this channel so exciting, right? This is all groundbreaking stuff, and it's all for just learning more, right? Okay. So I'm going to let you have a look again at the back. This is how I just quickly wanted to show you. This is the studio look. So I can see my live stream there. You can see it's about 30-40 seconds behind. I can see your comments there. On this screen, I can see my notes. There, that's my laptop today that's been crashing, giving me some problems. This is my PC, so I link these two. And again, my notes are linked. So that's why I have so many screens to make all this possible. There is a camera right back looking at me during the stream that is giving very high resolution with a microphone and everything attached. So all this is, making it a lot better. But, I hope you just enjoy this as much as I do. And, I just wanted to wish you a really happy new year. It's good to see you all again. So please send your contributions to me. Again, my email is that. And if you ever feel like donating something, I would be most pleased. I'm spending this to always improve the stream. I'm 100%, 1,000,000% dedicated. I'm getting all your things in. I have you can donate if you feel like it. No hard feelings, whatever. It's only if you really want to. I have a PayPal link right underneath at the stream. It's a PayPal me link. If you feel like it, you can also use a credit card. That's fine. If not, don't worry. I'm going to continue, my friends. I will definitely continue. So with that note, thank you so much. I can see all your wonderful notes. I wanted to thank you from my heart. And let's meet again very soon. So I'm just going to... so do send in contributions, and let's make this a wonderful Eagle stream. And on that note, anyway, thank you so much for being with me, and thank you for all your comments, and see you next Friday.